The officials tonight, Dan Crawford, Sean Corbin, Brian Forte. As you look at Carmelo Anthony, Olympic gold medal. Mike D'Antoni, his assistant coach there. And George Karl saying earlier today that his focus on winning has really intensified in the last 2 years.
Well, we mentioned he was on the Olympic team, and he got a taste of what it's like to be with LeBron and Kobe. And right now, he's being mentioned in the same breath as those two.
So Nene has it to start. Anthony and Hughes match up. And Lee with a steal. It's loose and deflected out of bounds by Denver.
And the crowd here looks like a capacity crowd. They do not sit down until the Nuggets score. So everyone is standing now.
Duhon will match up with Aflalo. Here's Gallinari and Carmelo. Gallo feeds deep in the corner to Chandler. A shot off the back rim. Hughes up for the rebound. Nice save. But Martin comes up with it on the leak out. Here's Anthony. Crossover inside. Land up and in.
That was one of the keys. Watch the leak out. Melo wheeling and dealing off the glass.
Now Duhon pulls up top of the three-point arc and tries to set up the Knicks offense. Instead, he'll fire a jumper and knock down a three.
He needed that. Duhon is shooting a woeful 20% from the field and from downtown as well.
So Billups, since arriving, has really been one of the keys to their success. The team 33-7 since Billups came at home.
Billups homegrown. He's a native of Denver, Colorado. Played collegiately at the University of Colorado.
Duhon sets the offense up. We're just underway. Mike Crispino, Walt Frazier, Tina Savasio here at the Pepsi Center. David Lee bumping with Anthony. Goes to that left hand short. Battle for the rebound. And Martin comes up.
There we saw Anthony playing good defense. As I mentioned, he's the consummate player, not one-dimensional.
Billups off the back rim. A long three. His shooting percentage down a little this year, Clyde. As Billups now getting in towards the mid-30s of his career. A veteran.
Yep, he's only 39% shooting from the field this season.
33 years old right now. Here's Chandler. That one grazed off the front rim, and Nene came up with it.
Nene, their leading rebounder at 9 per game.
Carmelo pulls up, fires, back rim. David Lee in a battle with Nene, but he took it away from him.
Lee averaging almost 10 to lead the Knicks.
Billups charges down the lane, able to scoop it up and in.
That time, not a good box out by Dave. The second opportunity hurting the Knicks.
The Knicks third of three on this West Coast trip. Hughes down low, and it does roll in as Larry Hughes with a nice move on the baseline.
Slicing from the right side to underneath. Billups, lackadaisical defense that time.
Larry out, of course, with the team. Thanksgiving holiday. Got to see his family. Hadn't seen them in quite a while. It's been 2 months. Hadn't seen them, so they came out and spent a day out here in Denver. Hughes now turns and fires, and he drains it. So a three by Larry Hughes. And the Knicks have the early lead.
Now 5 consecutive points for Hughes.
8-4 New York.
Hughes has the formidable task of guarding Melo. Nice give and go.
Martin with a nice cut after he gave it up. Kenyon Martin.
Can't double someone if they see you coming. So that time they didn't make Melo turn his back to the action. He was able to find the open man. Again, the leak out. Transition dishing by the Nuggets. Billups the culprit this time, so he's going to the line. Billups among the leaders in his prowess from the free throw line, 91% on the season.
Interesting study. Chauncey Billups, Clyde, in his 13th season, bounced around first half of his career. You know, I liken Tony Douglas a little bit to Billups early on. They say, well, Tony Douglas, the Knick rookie, isn't a playmaker yet. Billups got bounced from 2 or 3 places because he was not a playmaker, point guard.
Remember Rick Pitino drafted him with the 3rd or 4th pick overall. He was a big bust in Boston. As you mentioned, floundered in the league until he ended up with the Pistons. Now rejuvenating this franchise.
8-7 New York. We're just underway. Flalo came from the Detroit Pistons, a second-round pick, and he's done a good job here so far for George Karl. Now Lee has a little mismatch, going to work on a Flalo. Back to Duhon. Now he'll turn and fire, and Duhon knocks it down. So with confidence, Chris Duhon's got a couple of big threes.
Everyone is asking, what's wrong with Duhon? I said he's thinking rather than reacting. So his last two shots, he's just reacting, able to get them down.
Knicks 11-7. Martin fires a jumper. That's off the back rim. Early on, Denver 3 of 8. Knicks 4 of 8. Knicks trying to be a little more patient, setting up their offense. Lee now working on a foul, spins inside. 3-second violation. Knicks 3-point replay brought to you by Time Warner Cables. All the best triple play. We're going to get a look at Chris Duhon's 3, but instead we'll get back to the action. There's Nene. Puts it on the floor, try to go by Lee, and the ball deflected loose. Flalo with 10 to shoot over Gallo, no good. Rebound Lee. Outlet Duhon. Turns, fires a 3, and Chris off the back rim that time. Chandler tried to save it.
Oh, there's the leak out.
There's Anthony with a two-hand jam.
That's inexplicable because Diallo was back, but didn't see Anthony behind him.
5 minutes gone by here in the first. Knicks leading by a deuce. Here's Lee. Goes inside of the right hand. A nifty right hand hook by David. But down low to Anthony again. This time he missed the layup. Got the rebound, and finally he's fouled.
That time Hughes did not see the ball. He's watching Anthony. The ball came right over his head. Previously, Gallo, the culprit, he was back, but Anthony was behind him. So this is why this man is among the leaders in scoring. 29 a game. Good hustle and muscle right there to get to the line. I mentioned he goes to the line, Mike, like 10 times per game.
And the Nuggets, Clyde, are number 1 in the league. 33 attempts, 26 makes on the season. That's one way to pad those offensive stats.
Conversely, the Knicks are only 17 for 21. So there's a big disparity there. But when you're the aggressors, as this team has done throughout the season, you get to the free throw line.
Knicks with a 13-10 advantage. 6:40 left here in the first. They've had 2 wins on the road this year, 1 at home. Gallinari now tries to blow by Nene, and Nene blocked the shot. Gallinari got it back, blocked again.
That time by Martin, who was in transition.
Flalo, and he's blocked by Hughes. Nice play by Larry Hughes.
Hughes among the leaders in steals at 6'5", so he has good sleight of hand. So Gallo, watch Martin smack to the way. Transition, left side of the screen, a follow, but Hughes would hear none of it. The Nuggets have it there.
Denver not a prolific shot blocking team, but they do take the ball away. They're second in the league in steals. Here's Billups, baseline jumper, good by Billups off the inbound. Billups has got 5.
Mr. Big Shot when he was with the Pistons. He made some big hoops down the stretch.
NBA champion there with the Pistons.
And was the catalyst. They didn't realize it until they traded him.
Still don't understand that move.
Oh,
this one's right here, Clyde. You just couldn't wait to get your hands on the ball.
Almost got my first rebound of the season.
Timeout on the floor. 5:58 to go in the first. Knicks off to a good start in Denver. Knicks with a 1-point lead here midway in the first. Time for the Geico quote book. Mike D'Antoni, assistant coach with the most recent Olympic team, talking earlier tonight about Carmelo Anthony's emergence.
You know, he's always been really good. Obviously, when he's a freshman, he won the NCAA. So he came in the league, and I think he's just matured as a person, as a player. He keeps getting better every year, but probably his focus on winning has become sharper, and he's doing a terrific job. He's an unbelievable athlete. He's one of the quickest guys and best scorers we have in the league, and you hope the Olympic experience helped, but I'm sure just him maturing as a player, he's become a good winner.
Well, Anthony averaging 30 a game last year against the Knicks, averaged 30.5 in the 2 meetings. These two franchises, Clyde, have been playing since 1976-77. Nice backdoor cut by Chandler, but Martin's able to take it away in the shot clock violation.
I know, Mike, because I've felt the altitude here. It definitely takes a toll on you. But what Red Holzman used to do, the Knicks coach, after 2 or 3 minutes when the game starts, he'd take you in and out so you could become acclimated. And luckily, a few times we came here a day early, so we were able to get a practice in as well.
Can you get acclimated in a day, do you think? It seems like you can.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, right. You need something. Here's Nene. He goes to the left hand as he overpowers David Lee. And Denver has a 1-point advantage.
Right, Nene among the leaders in field goal percentage, 61%.
Yeah, last year a career high. In fact, a Denver Nugget franchise high of 61% from the field for Nene. You know, Denver has never beaten the Knicks 4 times in a row over the course of that entire series of games. And Harrington, with Martin in his face, drills a 3.
And Martin, like, what was that?
Harrington gave him a little wink. Al off the bench, first man off the bench tonight. Here's Billups working on Duhon. They want to go down to Nene. He kicks it out to Anthony, and Anthony drops it in.
Omnipotence of Anthony. He's elusive. Let's take a look at him. 6'8", 235. Elusive, abusive off the glass. So, again, going to the free throw line.
And that's what separates a guy like this. Double clutch, hang in the air, get it to drop, and a 3-point play gives his team the lead back. Jared Jeffries getting set to check in along with Nate Robinson. Here's Harrington to work on Martin. Off the screen by Lee, goes to the bucket. He missed the shot. Martin tips it out, but the Knicks retain possession. Shot clock still at 9. Here's Lee, spin move, double move, and he's able to get it to go.
Yeah, good gyrating by Dave in the paint. So giving some of his own medicine to Nene that time with the spin.
And down low to Martin, who tried to float it up and in. Scoop shot, no good. And here comes Hughes. Knicks trying to snap a 3-game losing streak.
Nuggets on a 3-game winning streak.
There's the pick and roll. Aaliyah goes right to the bucket, and he's fouled. And David will go to the line to shoot 2.
The Nuggets have had a very favorable schedule. They played the Nets and Minnesota. Now they have the Knicks, the T-Wolves coming up. So they've got a chance to really make some victories here with a little home cooking.
Yeah, they're 11-4 to start, 6-0 at home. For a limited time only, we're going to tell you about this in just a moment as Lee's first free throw goes up and in. T-Mobile and the Knicks are teaming up to let you create your own customized holiday ticket package. Specially priced 5-game plans starting as low as $170. Plus, receive 2 exclusive Knicks T-Mobile sweatshirts with the purchase. Say happy holidays with the gift of Knicks basketball at nyknicks.com.
This could be a long game. Both teams are foul prone. And a lot of free throws could be attempted tonight.
So Lee's free throw keeps the crowd quiet. 2017 New York by 3.
It's been a half-court game primarily, but the Nuggets have been leaking out, getting easy opportunities, especially this man.
Jeffries is going to try to deal with Anthony. Fires a cross-court pass. Robinson now working in the corner, and the jumper good by Aflalo. George Karl was saying this morning he didn't care how much offense he gets from Aaron Aflalo, but his defense has been really good. And now a turnover as Lee trying to go off the dribble. Billups on Robinson, laid it up, missed it. Anthony on the boards over Jeffries, banks it in, and he's fouled.
We've seen a tenacious work ethic from Anthony. He lost about 10 or 15 pounds. You can see it in his quickness. And they've also talked about his determination this season. Look at the resounding rebounding. And again, the muscling to get to the line off the Knicks.
All right, Anthony goes to the line to shoot for a 3-point play. Let's check in with Tina Savasio.
Clyde, you are absolutely right. Carmelo Anthony has made a commitment to fitness, and it could go back to 2008 on that Olympic team. There was some good-natured joking that Carmelo was a little soft, maybe not a physical specimen. Well, he made a commitment this past summer. He has dropped his body fat to 7.8%. He's between 232, 239 pounds. He does everything from plyometrics to weight training. He'll lift for an hour after practice, and sometimes when they travel on the road, he'll go to the team hotel weight room for 2 hours, 8 to 10 at night. I talked to their strength coach. He says he just wants to be great, and he's doing everything to do that.
All right. 3 by Harrington, and the Knicks are back up by 1, 23-22. Billups on a pick and roll feeds to Martin, and Martin turns it over. Anthony in his 7th season out of Syracuse, and I was mentioning earlier, this is the most productive 6 years the Nuggets have ever had in franchise history. 295 wins. Harrington's rainbow that time. Catch and shoot by Al.
Al feasting from downtown. 3 consecutive threes.
Harrington with 9. Nick Lee 26-22. And a whistle down low as Duhan trying to deal with Billups, and he is whistled. Timeout on the floor. 2:26 left in the first. Knicks by 4 on Friday Night Knicks. Knicks by 4 on the strength of 6 3-point field goals. Of their 9 field goals, they lead 26-22 on Friday Night Knicks. New York plays here, and here's a little patience on the offensive end.
And Al Harrington, the beneficiary, as he's made 3 stupendous three-pointers. And as Mike, you alluded to, 6 of 8 from downtown for the Knicks, who lead the league in threes attempted with 28 per game.
Knicks 3-point replay brought to you by Time Warner Cables. All the best triple play. Well, Mike D'Antoni asked this morning about tinkering with the lineup. What will he do to get the Knicks on the right track? And he said he's been doing that, trying to play the veteran guys to begin with for the most part. Try to get off to better starts. And brings in Jeffries and Nate Robinson here in the final few minutes of the first quarter as Billups will go to the line.
Well, against this team that's such a prolific scoring team, he has to have defense out there in the form of Jeffries. Offense with like Nate and Harrington right now. Chandler also a good defender on the court, and the free throws continue for the Nuggets. We mentioned Billups, one of the best in the league, 91% shooter, has 1 more coming.
And they have 5 players, Clyde, who shoot over 85%.
Yeah, they're second best in the league collectively, about 80%.
Denver back within 2. Harrington, Jeffries, Robinson, Lee, and Chandler. Trying to work to Robinson, can't get him open. Instead, Harrington goes one-on-one, loses the ball.
Good sleight of hand by Martin. Harrington not protecting the ball with his body.
Denver 9 steals a game, and here's Martin inside, missed a bunny, goes back at it left-handed and missed that as well. J.R. Smith's in the ball game. Where's number 5? He's the kid from St. Benedict's over in Newark, New Jersey, who went high school to the pros.
And you're talking about a charismatic, acrobatic. That's J.R.
Only 24 years old. Here's Robinson, gives to Chandler. Work it down to Lee, working on Anderson. Spins on Anderson, goes to his left hand, and backs it in, David Lee. He got the leverage, Clyde, that time, and David gives the Knicks a 4-point lead.
Excellent body movement by Dave. Anderson, a good shot blocker, but not when you can get your body on him. So a good job by Dave defending him off with his body.
Anthony's going to work on Chandler now. Off the screen, pull-up jump, off target. Harrington comes up with it. Head to Nate. To the front court, he's going to fire a 3 up, no good. Nate Robinson, quick trigger that time.
Well, you don't mind that, but he was looking around. If you're going to shoot. Don't look to pass.
Billups fires it up off the bump. The shot won't go, but he'll get 2 free throws. Now Harrington whistled.
And we mentioned the hacking and whacking that could have happened in this game. The Knicks average 22 fouls a game, so do the Nuggets. And this man a frequent visitor to the line now, Billups, as well as Melo.
Billups at the line, and the first is good. Knicks fans, IOTV offers you incredible HD picture and sound free. With IOTV, catch every HD game of all 9 major New York sports teams. Billups with the second one is good. So a minute 2 left. Whistle blows here. Danny Crawford wants to check something out on the scorer's table. He's got it straightened out, whatever it was.
Only he knows.
Only some of the scoreboards in the building are working. The overhead scoreboard is, but all the other boards are blank right now. Here's Robinson. I'll give it to Harrington. Back out to Lee, who turns and fires over Anderson. No good. Loose ball. Nate comes up with it. Saves to Jeffries.
Ooh.
Cross court to Harrington, and no good. Front rim. Jeffries with another board. Inside on Anderson. A lot of contact, no call, and David Lee with a putback.
Now you talking with some hustle out there, which we didn't see the previous game. Second and third opportunities that time by the Knicks.
Phillips again to the boards. Anderson lost it, regained it. Back to Carmelo. Gonna work on Chandler. Might have got away with a shuffled foot that time. Isolate. Anthony fires cross court to Billups. Gonna throw it up over Lee. No good, and Chandler tips it to Harrington. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Knicks will get the last shot.
This time the coach calling the play. You rarely see him calling the play. He called one this time.
Nate in on Anderson. Scoops. Oh, at the buzzer, it didn't go. But the Knicks, after one, with a 30-26 lead over Denver.
David Lee again, hustling and muscling in the paint.
David Lee leading the way. We're a mile high in the Colorado Rockies. The Knicks right now getting the better of it. It's Friday Night Knicks. We hope you're enjoying it. New York plays here. New York Knicks basketball brought to you in part by Emblem Health, the plan that works. By Ford, for the best built, best selling cars and SUVs on the planet. The only place to go is your local tri-state Ford dealer, Ford. Drive one. And by Armored, in theaters December 4th, rated PG-13. Time now for our Capital Bank One trivia question as we're here in the Mile High City. The Nuggets have won 16 straight regular season home games, as Tina Savasio outlined for us early on, including last season, who holds the NBA record for the most consecutive regular season home wins. So think about that for a while, Clyde. Denver, I think their franchise record is 19.
Probably the Bulls when they had it going.
That would be, now how about the Lakers in that 72-73 season? They might have it. Something to think about as we get ready for the second quarter. Jeffries, Robinson, Gallinari again, now along with Chandler and Harrington. Nick showing good patience so far on the offensive end. Here's Nate inside, deals it to Chandler, back to Jeffries, and he got it to go. Nice feed by Chandler to Jeffries, and able to duck inside for the field goal.
And watch this teamwork personified by the Knicks. Nate had a shot, but dishes it off. Will had a shot. He dishes it off. And Jeffries the recipient. And he will go to the line as well. Very good teamwork there, finding the open man.
Knicks had 6 assists on those 11 first quarter baskets and a 3-point play by Jeffries. So Anthony hands it over to Ty Lawson, the outstanding young rookie from North Carolina, who gets in the ball game. Won an NCAA championship last year and has started very well for Denver here.
Yeah, shooting 50% from the field as well as downtown.
Anthony fires a 3, and that one rolls in. As the Knicks switched off a little bit and gave Anthony just a little breathing room. He's got 14 points. Here's Gallo down along the baseline. Power move by Gallo. Nice play. So Knicks showing a little bit of patience on offense here. And they lead by 6. Day after Thanksgiving, the Nuggets were home. Obviously, the Knicks were on the road for Thanksgiving Day. Dinner at the hotel as Anthony shot at the front rim. No good. Tipped by Anderson. Back to Lawson. J.R. Smith trying to set up Gallinari. He'll fire a line drive three and knock it down.
JR attempts 7 threes a game, folks.
Chandler, a little floater, no good. Tipped it up and in. Good second effort by Wilson Chandler.
Yeah, that turkey must have energized these Knicks. Good hustle on the glass tonight.
Now JR going to work on Gallinari. This is a tough matchup. Fadeaway, short. Offensive glass work by Anthony. And he tips it over to Lawson. Lawson now ducks inside, nowhere to go. Gives to Martin, who puts up a little jump hook.
Martin finally makes the shot.
Martin 2 of 7 to start the ballgame. Nate gives back to Jeffries. They go backdoor to Nate. Challenges Anderson, and he drops it in. So Nate Robinson, no fear there.
Knicks very cohesive and coherent on the offense.
Here is Lawson as he beats Nate off the dribble, and Robinson blocked him.
Watch the oldest play in basketball, folks. The backdoor play working right there. Nice hang time by Nate.
And Anderson bodied Nate Robinson up. There was no whistle. Now he gets it back. Birdman. It's Anthony working on Chandler. Pull up by Anthony in traffic. No, it did roll in. Wow.
That's not fair when you're that good a shooter and you get serendipity as well.
And the Knicks were on him defensively, too. Here's Jeffries now trying to go baseline, and he's hacked.
And the Knicks having their way in the paint. Good job by Jeffries now. A little encore for him as he goes to the line.
Knicks' last win in Denver a couple of seasons ago, Jamal Crawford hit a 3 with 4 seconds left. Denver's had the best of it of late. The series again dating back to the mid-70s. And Jeffries 1 of 2.
Denver has always been an offensive-oriented team, even from their ABA days.
Lawson, great feed to Anderson. And a two-hand thunderous dunk.
From the Birdman flying in uncontested.
It's in his 8th year. He came out of a Lynn Junior College in Texas.
Had some off-court woes, but seem to have his life together now.
Knicks taking their time here, looking for the best shot they can get. Robinson, guarded by Nene.
Nene staying on his feet.
Step back jumper goes in. That's Al Harrington, and Harrington's been the catalyst so far.
Knicks were saying the Nuggets violation there, but the refs said they never touched it after the basket, so they bring it up.
Now Nene working on Harrington, dumps it down low. Anthony using that right hand, and the ball deflected off of Harrington. And a timeout called. 8:36 left in the second, and the Knicks by 4 on Friday Night Knicks.
After every game, hear from Coach D'Antoni and the players. Break down the highlights and go around the league. Ford Knicks postgame, only on MSG.
Thank you, Tina. And the Knicks playing some sweet music so far, Clyde, here at Denver, a place that's been near impossible to win. Here is Lawson looking down low, and the ball deflected, kicked by the Knicks. It'll be 14 seconds on.
You're right, Mike. Sweet harmony by the Knicks. I thought it would be doom and gloom from what has happened on this road trip. But right now, I think superb teamwork by the Knicks, especially on the offense, looking for the open man. And when they play well on the offense, their defense is also galvanized.
The Knicks shooting over 51% right now. Here's Smith off a screen, and he has been on target early on. 2-point Knick lead.
He's their second leading scorer off the bench, is Smith, averaging 16 a game.
And he is a guy that gets the building fired up. Chandler looking for some help here. Nowhere to go. He picked up his dribble.
That's what you don't want to do until you can find a man. Don't stop your dribble.
Now Robinson looking to beat Anderson off the dribble. He fires a shot up over Anderson. The rebound, Nene. Now that falls into the category of shot selection. Lawson, and we're tied at 42.
One Somebody said this kid is shooting 51% from the field.
Harrington nowhere to go, gives it up to Robinson, missed the layup. Nate got a rebound, rather Harrington got the board. Back to Gallo, who fires a three. That's way short. And Denver, with 7.5 to go in the second, has tied the ball game up here. Smith again. That time he threw up an air ball.
That's what he'll do. Erratic, dramatic, acrobatic, charismatic Smith. So you never know what he's going to do, but whatever to do, will be very exciting.
Anything but automatic. That's what coaches love, automatic. Guys they can trust. But Smith is certainly one of the dynamic players in the NBA.
He has no range, Mike. When he leaves the locker room, he's in his range. Problem.
Nice pass down low to Gallo from Hughes, and the easy dunk by Gallinari.
Gallo is second stuff of the game.
Right now, Gallinari's matched up with a Flalo. So Duhon on Lawson. I think Duhon got a piece of that. So the Knicks have the ball and the lead. Gallinari looking to set it up. Back to Duhon, who had a good start to this ball and nearly turned it over. Got it back again. Got it by Lawson. So it's Duke against Carolina. Nice feed to the cutting Harrington, who throws it down.
We haven't seen this type of cohesion all season from the Knicks. So getting stuffed. I know this is the most dunks we've seen all season. So let's take a look at the grandeur of the Knicks right now. When they play team ball and not looking to hoist up three-pointers, they've been very efficient in the half-court game. Look at the dish inside. Gallo with the stuff. And then running their offense, Harrington on the curl. And he shows his stuff.
It's time for the round ball debate of perfection, brought to you by Patron. Simply perfect. Tonight's debate question: which was the perfect Knicks slam dunk performance? Nate Robinson at the 09 All-Star game, or how about this? Kenny Walker, Skywalker at the 1989 All-Star game. Cast your vote. Go to www.fsndebate.com or text your vote into 28553 keyword. Tonight's result will be given in the post-game show, the Patron round ball debate. That's a tough question, Clyde. 89, you know, Kenny Walker was spectacular.
He won it, right? He's the slam dunk champion.
Then Nate Robinson, very theatrical in 2009, 20 years later. As Gallo turns and fires off the front rim, no good.
Gallo has been missing his perimeter shots. The previous game was off as well.
2 of 6 for Gallinari. Phillips is back in. So is Duhon. They go down to Nene. Original draft pick of the Knicks back in 2002. Anthony drives to the basket and reverses it in. He scores in so many different ways.
Basketball is a game of improvisation. We saw Melo improvising that time off the glass.
18. Nice feed by Hughes. He floated it into David Lee, who banked it in.
They're beginning a nice repertoire now, Hughes and Lee.
Harrington steals as the Nuggets try to go over the top of the Knicks defense. Feed it to Duhon. Knicks leading by 4. Chris to the basket. Instead feeds to Harrington, who's right there to dunk it again.
Unequivocally the most dunks we've seen in a Knicks game all season.
And that is deflating to defenses, Clyde. When the offense is able to get right to the rim.
They show you no respect.
Here's Billups all the way to the bucket himself. Reverses, misses. Duhon has. Running 3-on-2. Trying to make it work. Get it to Lee, and he is fouled by a Flalo.
The composure, the poise, the togetherness by the Knicks now, astounding. So let's take a look. Good harassment on the defense. The Knicks could have gotten better organized. They had a 3-on-2, but poor floor balance. But Lee able to come up with the foul.
Second foul on a Flalo. Knicks lead is 6. David Lee goes to the line to shoot 2. Knicks at the line 4 of 5 so far. Make it 5 of 6. Purchase an American Express 7-game plan and guarantee your seat to see the Knicks take on Kobe Bryant and the Lakers in their lone visit to the Garden this season. Each plan includes a $50 gift card. Declare your 7-game plan now at NewYorkKnicks.com.
Knicks have taken this almost capacity crowd out of it. Very silent now.
Here's Lawson. Hands off to Anthony, who's got 18 points. Here's Anthony, goes baseline, feeds to Martin down low on Gallinari, and he's able to bank it in.
You see now both teams thriving in the paint. Very little resistance in there.
Hughes feeds Harrington, put his head down, and how about Harrington? Reverses it in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal from three-point range. Now Al penetrating and creating off the dribble.
He's got 17. Anthony working on Gallo. Puts it on the floor, takes the bump, fades, no good. Lee got the board. Duhan into the front court. Back to Gallo, is going to launch a three, that time off the side rim, no good. And here comes the leak out. Anthony throws it down. Gallinari got burned.
Because he was loafing back, thinking about the missed shot. And then they found Martin in transition.
Gallinari struggling, 2 of 7. Hasn't hit an outside shot yet. Here's Duhan working on Lawson. Ducks inside, lost the basketball.
Let's take a look at Gallo. See, he's back. But then he looks down, doesn't see the ball. Martin takes off with a quick step and it's stuff.
And that is the ESPN 1050 radio fast break. And that has been where the Nuggets have been able to hang in here. Trailing by 6. Here's Lawson. Work the perimeter to Martin. Ducks it on. Harrington, his hook shot rimmed in and out. And Nene on the offensive glass. Nene has 4 and 5 rebounds. Duhan working with Lee. Now he's got Lawson on him, so it's Duke against North Carolina. Harrington bounced hard by Martin. 7 seconds to shoot. Chris on a bounce to Lee, 15-footer, and David got the roll. Lee with 16 on the night.
Offensive extravaganza tonight. You're playing defense, but not the smothering, suffocating kind, so you're able to get shots off.
Billups fades, rimmed in and out, tipped up loose. Lawson came up with it. Now Billups is open to fire, and he makes that one. Boy, that second effort and that second opportunity hurt the Knicks that time.
But you like to see the guards get those deep rebounds, free throw line extended. Good job by the neophyte that time, Lawson.
Nick lead is 3, 56-53. Billups has a dozen. Chris fires, rainbow 3 way off the front rim this time. Duhan 2 for 5 on the ball game. Here's Billups charging in on Chandler. Got him off his feet, ducks in, and he'll go to that line to shoot 2.
That's why on the defense you want to stay on your feet. So nice duping that time by Billups. So when we return, Mr. Big Shot at the lines to shoot 2.
Along with Walt Frazier, Mike Crispino here in Denver. Knicks led by 4 after 1, by 3 now. Al Harrington's been explosive off the bench.
Yeah, prodigious off the bench. Came in, he made his first 3 threes, igniting the Knicks, and he continued to bedevil the Nuggets from downtown. Then he started to penetrate inside because they had to come up a contested 3. But Al, very prolific at this point.
Let's take a look at the Kia card player profile. Kia Motors, the power to surprise. And 7 of 9 for the red-hot Harrington in 16 minutes. I tell you, he can put up points per minute as good as anybody when he's on.
This is why he's coming off the bench. As a starter, he averaged 20 last season. Coming off the bench, he averaged 20. So this way, Gallo can get able to start, and Al still comes in with his ferocity on the offense.
Billups on the line to shoot here. Of course, came to Denver in a trade for Allen Iverson, and George Karl, the Nuggets coach, asked about that this morning. Could not understand why, in some ways, Iverson wouldn't come off the bench and decided he's going to retire for the time being. He said, boy, I'd love to have a guy like that coming off the bench. George did praise Iverson for helping the Nuggets win 50 a couple years ago. And, but they never got out of the first round, Clyde, for 4 years in a row in this run under George Karl until last year with Billups running the show. Here's Harrington, and he's fouled.
With Billups, they're more team-oriented. You know, guys know if they move, they get open, he's going to get you the ball.
And that's the thing with Iverson. I think you have to kind of weigh. He's going to bring some offense. He's going to bring some clutch shooting. But he plays his own game. And sometimes that doesn't dovetail with the five-man game.
It's not contagious. Whereas Billups, as you saw with the Pistons, this type of play is contagious. Everybody gets involved. And we see that now with Melo. He's becoming a better passer. So is Martin. So they're all looking for each other on the offense.
Harrington's free throw's good. He's got 18. Yeah, that unselfish atmosphere around a team, and obviously you know it well from your days with the Knicks, is something that you know, watch it. You want to come to work in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it's such a fun way to play the game. Makes the game easy.
And Nene is fouled that time. He lost his balance and almost threw the ball away, but they blow a whistle. It's on David Lee.
What was the scenario when didn't the Knicks draft Nene?
Yeah, 2002. Well, there was the McDyess. It was Camby or McDyess. That's how McDyess ended up in New York. He was here in Denver. Nene and Camby coming back the other way. Interesting number on Camby. Since they dealt him to Los Angeles, the Denver Nuggets defense has gotten better. They're 6 points better without Camby here, which is strange. There's Anthony on that baseline, and now he's got 22.
And they're saying, Melo, Melo.
Hughes misses a quick jumper, and Anthony got the board. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Billups right to the bucket. Nearly threw it away. Martin gets it back. 1:10 left in the second. Here's Billups. Feeds Nene, and now Martin had to travel that time. He could not make the catch.
See, that's that contagious play I alluded to. We see Billups gives it up. Nene looking for Martin. And that's the difference in this team now.
Stay tuned at the end of the half for the Delta halftime report.
And it's been a good one for the Knicks, folks. Playing with a knack tonight. All the Knicks with a knack.
Troutwig, Kelly Tripucka back in our New York studios will join us as Lee goes to the line. He wanted that field goal, but he'll have to earn the 2 from the line.
I mentioned to Lee the other night. I said, man, you must feel like the Lone Ranger. You know, the guy performing out there, especially in Sacramento.
Well, you know, you get on the road in the NBA and bad things can happen. And if you don't play well, awful things can happen. And that's what happened in Sacramento the other night. I think that Kings team is better than people think, though.
Oh, yeah, especially at home. They came in 4-2. Very confident when they play at home.
And they've got some young talent. Tyreek Evans playing well.
This thing, the guy that pulverized us, Green, would not have been in the game if they didn't have injuries.
Lee's second one is no good. All that shuffling of the ball around. He misses the free throw. It's a 2-point game. The officials had to handle it before he shot his second free throw. Here's Billups. Feeds to Martin. Ducks inside. Ball stripped by Lee. Taken away by Nene. Try to save it. Does. Now he fires to the open. Anthony. And we're all tied.
It's amazing how Melo is always the open man. This guy in transition, loose balls, he's always there to capitalize.
Tied at 59 with 25 seconds left. Nene nearly steals. Lee feeds Hughes. Ducks inside. Missed the layup, but he's fouled.
Good attack in the rim by the Knicks now. Sometimes settles for the perimeter shots too frequently. Watch the gambling Nene. He's 6'11", displayed good hands on the previous play, then found Melo, almost forced this turnover. Knicks regain their composure. Hughes goes inside, though. He's at the line.
So Larry Hughes will try to give the Knicks the lead back, and he can't do it. Off the front rim, no good. New York 9 of 12 to start on the free throw line, and Denver 10 of 12. Hughes' second one is good. And the Knicks lead is 60 to 59.
Thought it would be a high-scoring affair. The Knicks giving up 107 points to the opposition, and the Nuggets 101.
10 seconds left in the half. Phillips, shot clock is off. Working on Duhon. Goes to the left hand. Ducks inside. Lays it up. 2.9 left in the half. Duhon will get it off. Oh, he falls down and he might be hurt. Duhon turned an ankle and he's in some serious pain.
He hit a wet spot just as he was trying to maneuver.
The shot doesn't go in. The Nuggets have a 1-point advantage at the break, and Duhon is still down. Roger Hines, the Nick trainer, is out there.
Just when he was going to attempt a shot, he hit a wet spot and kind of turned his ankle, as well as colliding with Billups on the play. And he's in agony.
He did stepped on his foot.
Yeah, and that made him slide. And that's a frequent injury in the NBA.
Lawson got his foot under there, and Duhon being helped up right now.
That's what they call that high ankle sprain. The guys are taped, but that will mitigate it somewhat, but it might be dubious as to whether he will return.
New York Knicks basketball is brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. By Honda. Happy Honda Days from your local Honda dealer. And by NASDAQ OMX, the stock market for global game changers. Mike Crispino, Walt Frazier, Tina Savasio back here in Denver. Well, Chris Duhon's final seconds of that first half could have been a game changer. Time for the Emblem Health injury report, the plan that works. Duhon went down hard, landed on Ty Lawson's ankle. Roger Hines, the trainer, retaped. He's going to start the second half. Let's see how it goes. Knicks trail by 1. They led by as many as 8 with 4 minutes left in the half. Skip past Gallinari, baseline jumper, short. They just about beat the shot clock.
Gallo a little lethargic tonight. Not getting back in transition, his shot just a little off.
Nene attacking Duhon that time on the dribble penetration, and Nene will go to the line. Here's another look at the last second of the first half. And Lawson stuck his left leg in front. Duhon landed on it, and he was in some serious pain. That was the Emblem Health report. As the free throw missed by Billups. Doesn't miss very many. Over there by Nene.
Yeah, he's a 71% shooter.
Nene with the second, and Denver's lead is 2, 62-60. Here's Hughes driving on a follow, fades and hits. How about Larry Hughes down along the baseline?
Stopping and popping about 12 feet away.
Hughes 3 of 5 and has 8 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. So playing the complete game so far tonight. Here's Aflalo trying to work his way inside on Chandler. Lost the ball. Duhon comes up with it.
Duhon showing no ill effects of turning his ankle. He's running nicely.
Lee works to Hughes, fires a jumper, and Larry Hughes drains it.
This is how we started the game. Hughes with 5 quick points, and he has that now.
And the Knicks have kept this Nuggets crowd out of it most of the night. Kenyon Martin trying to work to Anthony. Nice touch pass to Nene, but he missed the shot, and Gallo got the ball taken out of his hands.
And the nasty stuff by Nene with the left hand.
Second chance points have hurt the Knicks tonight. Denver on the fast break and second chance points, Clyde, 30-6. That's the only reason the Nuggets are in this ball game. They're down by 1.
Yeah, just their hustle right now. Plus the Knicks will need someone else to step up. Lee and Harrington, the top guns, with 17 and 19 respectively. No one else in double digits.
Gallinari misses again. Chandler couldn't get the offensive board.
And leak out.
Here comes Anthony again. How many times have we seen that tonight?
And that was one of our keys, folks, to start the game. Denied and leak out, and Melo has been the fellow getting those dunks.
That's the classic basket hanging. Back in the schoolyard, Clyde, you hated those guys.
Cherry picking these.
They didn't play defense. They just basket hang. Ran down and got layups. Well, it's New York and Denver this holiday weekend here in Denver. Last night the Giants got routed by the Broncos 23-6. Our whole crew was there, Clyde. It was a pleasant night at the stadium. It actually was, except for the Giants didn't play well.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how warm it was.
Duhan got a little break there off that soft rim.
Well, it was 77 today.
It was?
Yeah.
77. Wow. That must be something close to a record. Martin dives inside and lays it up left-handed. Duhan looks to be okay after that ankle sprain. Now he throws up a long three. Off the back rim, no good.
That was an adrenaline shot by Duhan after making the previous one.
Phillips wants to fire against him, and he does. That's a three, and Mike D'Antoni, an immediate timeout, less than 3 minutes in. As Denver's lead is 4. That's their biggest lead of the game, 71-67.
Yeah, the three ball, not a big part of their offense. They attempt maybe 15 threes a game, make 5 of those. Right there, Duhan giving Phillips too much room.
Welcome back to the Pepsi Center. Capital One Bank's trivia for the night. Nuggets 16 straight at home. The NBA record for the most consecutive regular season home wins. Clyde, you thought it was the Bulls, and you got it.
That's probably the year they won, what, 70, how many games? 72 something?
Over the course of a couple of years, 44 regular season home wins. Being a Chicago Bulls home ticket holder during that period of time has to be a lifetime highlight, right? If you're a basketball fan.
Yeah, that place was wild. I love to do a game in there, man. When they got it going, it was so they love a Bulls, Benny the Bull, no Bull. It was all happening when they had it going.
There's a guy that takes no bull. George Karl is trying to tie Bill Fitch in the victory column as a head coach with a win tonight. 7th overall in history. 21st year coaching in the NBA. 6th here in Denver.
Karl's a well-kept secret.
Chandler's shot goes in and out. It's banged around, and Nene gets it. Oh. There's Billups' pull-up jumper. Good. Uh-oh. Watch out. If Billups starts feeling it, and he now is 5 of 10. He's got 22 points.
Yeah, previously the left side. Well, the right side. This time the left for Billups.
Knicks work in the corner to Hughes. Get it down low to Lee, and Lee is hit hard by Anthony, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Harrington quickly back in as the Knicks have fallen behind by 7.
What the Nuggets are doing, they're switching. They're not concerned with the size of the Knicks, so that's why Lee's getting mismatches. Sometimes it follows on him, sometimes Billups. So he's able to get inside to draw the foul.
The Knicks are without Eddie Curry. That left knee that he banged against Andrew Bynum in Los Angeles the other night is still swollen, so he might come back Sunday against Orlando at home. Speaking of Sunday, the Knicks do return home to battle Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. Live coverage on Chase Game Night at 5:30 Sunday on MSG. New York plays here, so David Lee's 2 free throws gives him 19 on the night, and the Knicks now trail by 5. Larry Hughes is going to go after Phillips now on the defensive end. Chandler matching up with Anthony. Go down to Nene. Turns right-handed, no good. Harrington helps out on the boards.
Tough shot by Nene. He has to learn to use the glass. A lot easier rather than trying to shoot the ball straight on.
Here's Hughes on the switch. Guarded by Martin, who cuts him off. Backdoor cut, Chandler. Ducks inside. They work outside to Harrington. Rimmed in and out. And it's loose, saved by Martin. Chandler probably gave up a good shot for what he thought was a better one. And Denver says the Knicks deflected it. The officials all agree they did not.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. The previous play, the Knicks were overpassing.
Hughes tries to launch, and he hits it, rolls in there. So Larry Hughes playing with a lot of confidence here tonight. And confidence, Clyde, is a word that we use an awful lot. The Knicks have not had as much this year to start the year.
You're right. Their body language is very good now, indicative of their confidence.
Now Anthony pulls up in traffic, hits. Boy, oh boy, he has 26 points. He scored 20 plus every game this year.
Averaging 29.5, tied with LeBron James. Only Kobe averages more.
He's gone over 39 times. Aflalo's going to try to guard Lee, pushes him off the box. Double team comes and he lost the ball. And then he commits a foul.
He's frustrated. He better be cool. But that's why I mentioned they're switching. That's why Aflalo is 6'5", is on Lee is 6'9", but Martin comes over. Good sleight of hand, and then Dave just loses composure right there.
That's his fourth. He'll have to go to the bench, and Lee's been a big part of the Knick offense.
That's why that should never happen. You know, he's such an integral part of the offense right now. He could ill afford to get that foul.
So under 7 minutes to go here in the third. And he's going to be guarded by Harrington. Back to Billups. Hughes is on him. A couple of fakes. Fires anyway. Misses, and Hughes has it. So Larry Hughes, a tough defensive player, one-on-one. Stutter step move on. Aflalo, and he lost the ball.
Aflalo, that's why he's in the lineup. He's a good defender. And nice compliment to the chemistry of this Nugget offense.
Nuggets trying to win for the 17th straight time at home. Here's Anthony blowing down the lane, and he's able to draw the contact.
Just an uncanny shot maker. So that time there was nothing there, literally, as he drove baseline. But he's able to hang in there, get the body contact, and to draw the foul.
One thing he does well is use his left hand to ward off defenders. It's close to being an offensive foul at times. But that is a very valuable weapon, isn't it, for an offensive player that puts it on the floor?
Yeah, well, he has the clout to do that now and get away with it. Remember, one and done at Syracuse after leading them to the title. A native of Baltimore.
And that draft, an interesting draft. Denver got a little lucky. Detroit went with Darko Milicic. Carmelo Anthony ended up here. He has really helped turn this franchise around. 78-72, Nuggets by 6. Here's Duhon, guarded by Nene, back to Hughes, and he almost lost the ball, but he's fouled by Aflalo. Let's go back to that draft. It's such a prolific one. Look at this. Chris Bosh went to Toronto. Dwayne Wade 5th. It's an all-star team right there for the first 5 picks. Work it to Chandler on the cut. Mid-range Chandler. No! Tapped in by Harrington. What a weak side rebound by Al. Nene has a big mismatch size-wise. Gives to Anthony.
Nobody's open.
Shake and bake Anthony. No, he missed one.
Yeah, he was double teamed. Billups was uncontested.
It's 12 of 18 on the night. They get down low to Harrington. Oh, Al, nice catch, and he went to his left hand.
Previously, the hustle play by Al, the tip one in. This is where he was playing in the first half, folks. He was invincible.
Last time the Nuggets lost here at home, last March, the 11th. There's Billups. Open man is Aflalo, and he able to hit a 3.
That's the shortest three-pointer from the corners, 22 feet away. I can still shoot that one, Mike. That 23-9, man, I can't do that one.
And you liked the baseline, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Harrington being swatted at. The cutter is Hughes. Oh, what a shot by Hughes. The runner off a feed by Harrington.
The exquisite teamwork that we saw in the first half. The Knicks are displaying it now to keep close to the Nuggets.
4.5 to go in the third. Now Anthony looks a little winded, actually. Goes up to the jump shot and hits it. Boy, oh boy. Carmelo Anthony has every weapon in the book.
Yeah, when that is going, so you got to tighten up your D, and that allows him to utilize his dribble penetration.
10 times on the season, plus 30 points. Got 32. Last year averaged 30.5 against the Knicks in the 2 wins by Denver. Now Harrington's got to step back and fire up a jumper. It's no good, and Jeffries got the rebound as Wilson Chandler went hard to the boards, and a technical foul called. On who? Let's see. Number 25. No, it's on Al Harrington, number 7. The Knicks just scored, and Harrington got whistled by Dan Crawford for a technical foul.
And previously folly by David Lee, who got his 4th foul, relegating him to the bench. And this is how things can start unraveling for a team. Phillips, of course, the 91% shooter, looking to capitalize.
And he misses.
He missed a couple tonight.
Phillips, who is the NBA's winner of the Sportsmanship Award last year, has really made a difference here in Denver. That time he missed the free throw, but they'll get the ball with 3:50 left in the 3rd. Robinson in the game is going to guard Phillips. They go to the bread and butter. Carmelo Anthony working on Chandler. A lot of body contact. Fades and knocks it down. That time they double teamed him and it wasn't good enough. Denver by 5. Harrington trying to work on Martin. Hughes will fire, and Anderson comes up with the defensive board. Knicks have got to be careful here. End of the quarter. Anthony one more time. And now the floodgates are open. He's got 36.
And how do you stop him? They've tried to double to no avail. Now he comes further on the perimeter.
It's their biggest lead of the game. They work to Robinson here on the near side. Knicks trying to take some time off. They go to Larry Hughes to throw it up. No good. Harrington got the offensive glass, ducks inside, and he's whacked hard. 2 free throws coming for Harrington.
Let's take a look at the grandeur of Carmelo Anthony, folks. This guy definitely on the threshold of greatness. He's an all-star, but he wants to be more. He wants to be the MVP as he's training and painting the Knicks.
A 40-year flashback, November 28, 1969. It's Walt Clyde Frazier. The Knicks rally 6 points in the last 16 seconds, and Bob Wolf called it.
3-2, the ball game. It's over. All over, the Knicks win 106-105. What a game! What a game!
The legendary Bob Wolf. Clyde, that game played against the Cincinnati Royals at the Cleveland Arena, made it 18 in a row for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, and you saw Willis, man, we were like, what are you doing? We have enough points. You almost got a charging violation. But the most memorable thing about the game was Cousy was like a player coach. So Oscar Robertson had fouled out. Cousy came in and made the 2 blunders. He threw the ball away twice, allowing us to come back with that spectacular win. So
106-105 was the final.
Next night we got blown out in New York.
Who won that? Who'd you lose to that?
Golden State,
oh,
I think, beat us by 25.
18 in a row, then the all-time record for consecutive wins.
Yeah, we were blitzing teams, and I can remember in the 4th quarter, we were on the bench early in the 4th quarter. All the starters were sitting down.
And that's when you know you're going to have a great season. Nice block by Harrington that time. Loose ball picked up by Jeffries. 18 straight wins.
I think we were 21 and 3 or something incredible record.
20-1 to start the year, wasn't it?
Something unprecedented at the time. That was, I remember I got my first Sports Illustrated cover. They had Knicks blitz the NBA. They had me on there dribbling. So.
And what did Red Holzman have to say after he saw that?
What, my cover?
Did he get on you even more?
Nah, Red was cool. He was cool, especially when we were winning. I mean, wow.
All right, Mike D'Antoni's trying to get a clarification here. Again, I guess it's a 3-second defensive. Billups on the line again to shoot the technical.
Oh,
And another miss.
he's missed 3 free throws, folks. A 91% shooter.
Could this be the night? I mean, you see something like that and you say, maybe this is the night Denver doesn't win at home.
Yeah, they usually come back to haunt you missing shots like that.
The highest scoring affair between these two was in 1978. Bob McAdoo had 39 in the game. Carmelo Anthony right now with 36. Double teamed, and who came up with it? Now he's trying to get a timeout called. Now wait a minute, or is it a turnover?
He should have been traveling.
He got a timeout call.
I know, he should have been traveling, man. It should be the Knicks
It
ball.
should certainly be a turnover, but they're giving him a timeout.
Anthony was trying to draw a foul to no avail, and then he traveled, and the ref gave him a timeout.
Now that was a questionable whistle that time. And the Knicks have a right, certainly, to be upset with that.
And it's not even a full moon, Mike.
Let's take a look at this. Now here he is, lost the ball.
Watch his pivot foot.
Regains.
His left foot is a pivot.
Then he pivots, travels, then calls a timeout, and he gets it.
You can't do that now, remember? They took that away. You can't be falling out of bounds and call a timeout.
That's certainly questionable.
All that action right in front of the Knicks bench, and the coach had a good look at it.
Mike D'Antoni giving it to Carmelo Anthony, good-natured. Billups over Robinson missed. And now he fouls Harrington. So the Knicks will have the basketball, a minute 38 to go. Well, they're in the penalty, so they'll go to the line.
Frivolous foul by Billups. Nate already had the ball.
You wonder if he forgot that they had already committed a foul.
I thought Nate had the ball, or was it Harrington? Must have been Harrington.
It was Harrington on the rebound.
Okay.
Al's got 7 rebounds, 26 points in 25 minutes.
Yeah, Nate was guarding Billups when he missed it, and Al carried him the rebound. But again, someone has to give Al some help. Since Lee's been out of the game, he was the other top gun for the Knicks.
Knicks are back within 2, trailed by as many as 7. They've had an 8-point lead themselves. Here's Billups right to the goal, right over Jeffries with a left hand. And talking to Billups this morning, Clyde, he was talking about the fact, someone asked him, how do you get to the line so often? He said, it's not that I tried to, I just don't settle. I try to go to the basket as much as I can. And Jeffries goes down. He landed on an ankle.
Checking into the game, number 3, Ty Lawson. Referencing number 1, Chauncey Billups.
And Jeffries gets up. He seems to be okay. Ty Lawson checks in. He'll replace Chauncey Billups, who goes to the bench with 24 points.
So Billups giving Melo some help. As Jeffrey misfires.
Knicks have missed their last 2 free throws, and now 15 of 20. Billups and Anthony now have 60 of the 89 points scored by the Nuggets tonight. Jeffrey's second one, that's no good. Robinson, though, tips it to Harrington, and we're tied.
That's what happens when you do not block out. So the Nuggets had the inside positioning, did not box out, and Al able to capitalize.
Lawson now with a minute left in the third. Guarded by Robinson. Down low to go to Anderson. Trying to face up on Jeffries. J.R. Smith in the ballgame. Down low to Anthony, and a whistle blows as Chandler reached in.
Let's take a look where you do not box out at the free throw line. See, Nuggets standing there, a deep rebound. Good job by Nate to knock it to Al. And the easy hoop.
That's the footlocker above the rim replay. And amazing that Nate Robinson, some of the places he gets to on a basketball court, above the rim. So 8 seconds to shoot. And here's Anthony going to go one-on-one. Deals it to Lawson. Nowhere to go. Back to Anthony for three over Chandler. No. Anderson got the rebound. Feeds the cutting Anthony, and he lays it in. And he's fouled.
I tell you, this guy's always omnipresent. It's like the ball gravitates to him. Whenever they need a basket, there he is. And let's take a look, Mike. We mentioned the second opportunities. Watch the Birdman. There it is, the second opportunity. Anthony's slicing and dicing to the hoop. And he'll shoot one as well. Those hurt, man, when you assert yourself on the defense that way, and then it slips away like that.
Good lesson, though, for young players, Clyde. Keep moving without the basketball. You never know.
Right. Anthony has that down.
He certainly does, and he can finish.
Perpetual motion.
He's got 39 points. More than anybody scored against the Knicks in a long time by a Denver Nuggets team. Robinson beats Smith. Smith got a piece of it. Harrington rebounds it. Fade away. No, air ball. Final seconds. Denver by 5. Lawson. He'll hold it up with 5 seconds to go. Give it to Anthony again. Launches a rainbow. No. And Harrington tried to save it at the buzzer. And Denver will take a 5-point lead to the fourth quarter. 92-87, the Nuggets. Carmelo, almost half their offense with 39. Larry Hughes and company have a major defensive assignment in the final 12 minutes. Back with more. You're watching Friday Night Knicks. New York plays here. New York Knicks basketball is brought to you in part by Acela Express, where you can plug in and work or sit back and relax. Book now at Amtrak.com. By Acura. Acura Advance. By Klondike with a thicker chocolatey shell. What would you do for a Klondike bar now? And by Chase Sapphire. Come and see Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic take on the Knicks this Sunday, 6 p.m. start at the Garden. The only visit by the defending NBA Eastern Conference champs. Declare your seat now at nyknicks.com. Mike Crispino along with Walt Clyde Frazier. And 39 points thus far from Carmelo Anthony. The all-time high, Clyde, by a Nugget player 3 times. 3 different guys have had 41. Alex English, George McGinnis, David Thompson. How about that for a Hall of Fame bunch? And Anthony again.
Anthony trying to eclipse his season high of 42. Eluding 3 Knicks on the play. Jeffries. And Harrington, a belated attempt to deny him. And this offensive juggernaut now is on the rampage. They're chanting MVP for him.
And Anthony has another one. 42 points. Ties the season high. And this is the kind of effort when your team is sluggish that you get from the great players. Harrington tries to answer. No good. Long rebound. And Knicks are down now by 8, their biggest deficit. J.R. Smith. And Smith's little hook is no good. It's loose on the floor, and it's saved by Harrington. Lee is in pain. I don't know what happened to him, but he's limping. Knicks have got to regain their poise. Get some stops. Go down to Harrington along the baseline, and he, let's see. Well, he's fouled as Anthony reached in.
See, now the Knicks can't get in the paint, so the Nuggets doing a good job with the switches, denying the Knicks penetration, and they become a perimeter team now, misfiring. They're not getting second opportunities, so they have to continue to answer the Nuggets.
A minute gone by here in the third. Robinson right to the goal, hit by Anderson, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Good screen that time to free up Nate. The Birdman, no more room for tattoos. Let's take a look at the screen that freed up Nate. Right there by Al. Matador D by Martin.
Robinson's free throw rolls around and in. Nate off the bench tonight with 5 points, 2 of 7. Gallinari still on the bench. He struggled, 2 of 10. We haven't seen the rookies, Tony Douglas at all, or Jordan Hill. Robinson has 2 free throws.
We thought we might see someone for Duhan, but the sprained ankles does not seem to be hindering him. He's still out there.
Well, sometimes when you get that sprained ankle, if you sit down, that's a problem. So they're keeping him in, keeping him busy, keeping the blood flowing, and he's been able to hang in there. Here's Anderson, turns and fires a jumper. It's well short. David Lee now with 6 rebounds. Plenty of time to go. The Knicks get some good shots. Defensive 3-second violation by the Nuggets.
Both teams floundering now. The Nuggets can't afford it. They have the lead, but the Knicks will look to capitalize here. Duhan goes to the line. So Carl once drafted by the Knicks, right, in 1973?
Yeah, the problem was the Knicks roster was loaded with guards. Do you remember any of those guys that were?
Yeah, that guy Clyde and Earl the Pearl.
You had Barnett was still there.
Barnett, Dean the Dream.
Allie McGuire is the guy that kept George Karl from being a Knick. He said, how am I going to win a position when Allie McGuire was drafted by the Knicks? Great McGuire name, of course. Long jump and a good by Harrington. Here comes Martin. Feeds to Anthony. Oh! Harrington got up and blocked it.
Yeah. Take that.
Finally, somebody puts the lid on Anthony. Great pass down low to Anderson, and Lee fouls him.
The Birdman. Let's take a look at Al. Dynamic rejection on Melo. Fall back, baby. And the Birdman comes into your picture right there. Jeffrey's coming to double. The Birdman makes him pay.
So Anderson, who averages 5 a game, is a 3-point play and the lead back to 8. There's not been a double-digit lead in this game yet. As the Knicks try to salvage the last game of this 3-game road trip, Duhan is tripped up on the drive in, and the call is on the floor. Nene checks back in. Kenyon Martin goes to the bench.
Lee goes to the bench.
David, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He's got 5 personals there.
Yep.
Harrington looking over the defense, guarded by Nene, goes right by him on the dribble, lays it in.
Neither team helping on the interior. Guy's 15 feet away, he goes all the way to the basket, and he's uncontested. Someone should step out.
The Nuggets had Carmelo Anthony not scored 42, would be in some serious trouble here at home with that 16-game winning streak. And let's see, it's a charging call. Jeffries has that capability.
Jeffrey's always willing to sacrifice his body. Good denial of the baseline there.
6-point Denver lead. Chauncey Billups still on the bench. Here's Harrington. Another flow-by move on Nene, but that time Anderson rejects it. Knicks led by 7. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Fell behind by 1 at the break, and now trail here by 6.
Harrington can penetrate at will. They have no one to keep up with him.
Wilson Chandler got open, and he's fouled by Anthony.
No shot. Fouls on number 15, Carmelo Anthony, his third.
I figured out a way, Clyde, to slow down Carmelo Anthony. Tell me what you think. Put pressure on him on the defensive end.
Right.
Keep him busy.
Yeah, make him play some D. He likes the Matador defense. He and Martin, Smith. That's why the interior is open. The Knicks can get in the paint if they're patient.
Robinson with a rainbow 3.
The crowd abuzz now with the resiliency of the Knicks.
98-95 Denver. Under 9 minutes to go. J.R. Smith ducks inside to Nene. Nice feed.
Nene has excellent hands.
Duhon with an answer. Chris Duhon looking more confident than we've seen him all year.
Exuding confidence, you're right, with the jumper.
Lawson blows over Robinson, and they call it a block. Well, that was a close call. Nate Robinson still down. Brings us to a timeout. 2-point ball game.
It was close. And Duhon painting them from downtown. Ball back, baby.
And you are listening to the sweet sounds of Derek Trucks guitar. The Derek Trucks Band is our featured artist on Friday Night Knicks. That last song, Down Don't Bother Me, it's the second song that we have featured from the Already There album, Already Free album from the Derek Trucks Band. Also a member of the Allman Brothers Band, if he sounds familiar to you. That's Friday Night Knicks. Back to Mike and Clyde.
Thank you, Tina. Ball nearly turned over. Lawson goes inside, floats it. No! Rebound, Jeffries. 2-point game, 8 minutes to go. Duhon, Chandler, Robinson, Harrington, Jeffries out of the timeout. Lee on the bench with 5 personals. Cutting Robinson, challenging Nene, and Anderson, it's goaltending.
Anderson, this is forte. Blocking shots like he got it on the way up. On the way down.
With Smith, that's no good, front rim. Game tied at 107.5 to go. Duhon's going to launch, not that time. Duhon 4 of 8 on the night, dozen points. Carmelo Anthony has set a series record. Nuggets to Knicks, and an offensive foul again.
That's 4 on Melo. 7:21 remaining in the fourth. The Nuggets malfunctioning now. The Knicks have it in the backcourt.
Chauncey Billups, Kenyon Martin check in.
You see Jeffries drawing another charging violation. Cardinal center passing, jumping in the air by Melo. And Jeffries makes him pay.
George Karl, always wary of games you're supposed to win. They're at home, won 16 in a row. Had a great start to their year. Here's Harrington. Pounds it inside, didn't get the roll though. 2 free throws coming.
They have no one to deny L. It's too elusive for Martin. Nene. Melo has the 4 fouls, so they won't put him on L.
Harrington's got 30. George Karl, one of 5 coaches in NBA history with 3 first-place finishes with 3 different teams. And he's done it again here in Denver, last year winning the Northwest.
And Mike, these enigmatic Knicks, how can you figure them out, man? After the loss in Sacramento, I thought they were done, man. Like, you didn't give them a chance coming in here against Denver.
Harrington, 1 of 2, and the Knicks are up by 1.
Here they are.
Well, they've got to kickstart their season somehow. This could be the night. Smith inside, stripped by Harrington, and off of Smith, I believe. Well, the officials say it's off the Knicks.
So Billups is back. As we alluded to, only Melo has run amok here. They need someone else to step up.
Smith will inbound, 9 seconds to shoot. Robinson's guarding Billups right now. Nene and Chandler looking to get it to Anthony. They do get it to him. 5 seconds. 4. Step back jumper. It's short. Tipped by Martin back to Anthony. Another second chance point. And let's see. Danny Crawford blew the whistle. Jeffries got caught in the face by an elbow, apparently. He's bleeding, so he's going to sit down.
He already drew stitches this season, Jeffries. And caught another shot on the eye.
Roger Hines steps in, works on him. Earlier had to retape Chris Duhon, who sprained an ankle at the end of the first half. Larry Hughes is going to check back in. That'll be the substitution. A new shot clock, though. Kenyon Martin on the offensive glass. That was the 11th offensive rebound by Denver on the game. Knicks are on an 11-2 run here, Clyde, in the last 3 minutes, when it looked as if Denver was going to blow this thing open. Phillips. Gotta go down to the bread and butter. They get it to Anthony.
They should double. Martin's not a perimeter shooter.
They do. Give it to Smith. Bump by Robinson. Fade away by Smith. Difficult shot by J.R. Smith.
He's a good bad shot shooter. That time 15 feet away along the baseline.
And that is a skill.
That also was a timely hoop to give them some momentum now.
Harrington cut off by Martin, and he is hacked. As Billups, I believe, reached in. Let's see. Oh, they call it on Kenyon Martin.
Martin, his ego's getting in his way now. That he can't guard Harrington, so he starts fouling.
That's his fifth. So George Karl, let's see. There was a recent game with the Nuggets where Anthony got 5 personals in the fourth quarter and just left them in. Harrington's free throw, good. Give him 31. Sunday on MSG, Knicks return to the Garden to battle Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. Live coverage with Chase. Game night begins at 5:30 p.m. Sunday on MSG. New York plays here. Harrington in and out, and the Knicks on the free throw line have struggled a little here in the second half. They're 20 of 28 now.
Anthony begging for it against Hughes.
Anthony now faces up.
See, they can double. Nene not a perimeter shooter, nor is Martin.
Hughes bumped him. No shot. It was on the floor before the shot. And there's timeout on the floor with 5:54 remaining. Knicks and Nuggets tied at 102. We'll be back on Friday Night Knicks. Tied midway through the fourth here in Denver. IOTV presents the HD highlight of the game. Get incredible HD picture and sound free with IOTV. Carmelo Anthony, 2 of his 42 points on the night, more than any Denver Nugget in their franchise history has ever scored against New York. Surpassing David Thompson, Alex English, George McGinnis. He's had 28 shot attempts.
But you see, he's a good shot shooter. He doesn't shoot too many forced shots, does Melo. Because of his ability to create off the dribble, he can almost get any shot that he likes. So he doesn't force up too many. Also a good free throw shooter.
He's just set a record for the Denver franchise by scoring at least 20 in 15 straight to start a season. He's scored in double figures 307 straight games. And he is a linchpin right now for Denver. He's carrying them 44 of their 104 points.
He's going to have to get 50 for them to be victorious tonight.
There's Harrington going to work on Nene. He's got the back to him. Trying to duck inside. Feeds to Duhon. Still 8 seconds to shoot. Chandler crosses over. Up fake. Jumper. Good by Chandler. Nice fake that time. Got Anthony off his feet.
It's been a silent night for Will on his second hoop of the game.
Tied at 104 with 5:20 left. Here's J.R. Smith over Duhon. And J.R. Smith has made some big buckets tonight. He's got 10.
Yeah, he's made his last 2 previously along the baseline.
Larry Hughes has played well tonight. Gives to Chandler. He's going to throw it up in the corner. And Chandler now with with some confidence. Guarded by Carmelo Anthony. 2 straight buckets.
Will the thrill starting to percolate?
And Anthony shook his head because his man scored. Smith again off the screen, long range. And that time, Kenyon Martin picked off Chris Duhon.
Remember, Smith attempts 7 threes a game, so he's not reluctant to shoot him up.
Hughes trying to take advantage of an open shot from 15. He did not get it to go in.
Yeah, he was too zealous. He couldn't believe how open he was.
Phillips guarded by Hughes.
They want more from Smith.
And Smith.
He'll force him up, Tom. He'll force him up, too.
He'll shoot it from there. That's what he'll do, but he missed it. Rebound, David Lee playing with 5 fouls.
Look out, look out.
Phillips nearly steals from Hughes. Still has it. Bounces to the cutting Chandler, and Chandler lays it in.
Way to attack the basket that time by the Knicks. Precarious passes, though. They almost lost it a couple of times.
110-109. Under 4 minutes to go, and an offensive foul call. And it's on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 5th.
And what folly by Anthony.
And George Karl's been very quiet and composed tonight for the most part.
Top of your screen, left side. Oh, he's just pushing Chandler out of the way. What arrogance, Mike.
You hate that word. So do I. Well, when you are a superstar, you do get some calls. Nice pick and roll to Lee, and he throws it in right-handed. Larry Hughes and David Lee in harmony.
Now Melo can't be as aggressive with the 5 fouls.
Now he puts his hands behind his back. Look at him. He's taunting the officials. And wait a minute. Let's see, the call is on Chandler, I believe. I'll tell you, Carmelo Anthony is challenging the officials now.
As he goes to the line to shoot 2 more.
He begged for contact that time, Clyde. He got it. Fortunately, the official saw it that way because he would have fouled out right there. Got 45 points.
10 of those coming from the line where he's 10 of 11. 85% shooter on the season.
Bleeding is stopped with the Band-Aid over that right eye of Jeffries. Looks like he's been in a boxing match. Anthony with 46 points.
See these very soft rims. If you get the ball on the rim, they usually bounce in.
Here's Hughes right to the bucket, trying to float it up. No, he didn't even catch iron.
Yeah, Martin got a piece of that. Watch Smith. He'll launch it from there.
So will Billups.
There's Smith.
Oh, Smith. J.R. Smith has hurt the Knicks here late. He's got 16 points.
You got to get on him, folks. He has infinite range, no conscience, so he'll throw him up from anywhere.
The Knicks are finally within hailing distance, get a late lead, and then J.R. Smith lights it up on Friday Night Knicks. New York plays here. Following the game tonight, stay tuned for interviews with Coach Mike D'Antoni and the players, highlights and analysis. Al Trotwick back in our New York studios with Kelly Tripucka. We'll go around the NBA and more on the Ford Knicks postgame, which plays here on MSG. What a game tonight as Carmelo Anthony threatens to score a career high. The Ford game summary. Knicks shooting the ball well. Harrington with 32 off the bench and 10 rebounds. And Carmelo Anthony 3 shy of his career high last February against the Wizards. And you can just see Mike D'Antoni. They finally slow down Anthony a little bit, and then J.R. Smith lights it up on him. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's Harrington. Gives to Lee, gets the hand back. Now trying to go one-on-one. Moving inside on Martin. A double team comes. Finds the open man Hughes. Cuts inside. Over Anthony off the front rim, and Lee. There's a loose ball foul down low. Let's see. It's Kenyon Martin tangled up with Harrington. And that might be 6 for Kenyon Martin.
Loose ball foul called on number 4, Kenyon Martin. That's his 6th.
Hit the road, Jack.
And Kenyon Martin's not giving up the argument here.
Hit the road, Jack. Former #1 pick overall, Martin out of Cincinnati. He's done for the evening, folks.
8 points, 11 rebounds.
Yep.
Out comes the shirt, off comes the headband, and Chris Anderson, I believe, is going to check in here. As Harrington's on the line, a 4-point deficit. And Harrington now has 33.
Remember, Al erupted for 42 this season off the bench. That's a Knicks record. Most ever by a player off the bench, surpassing Nate Robertson's 41.
Knicks giving Denver all they can handle tonight.
But they need a win, though. Like, they need a bona fide win.
And again, the free throw miss. They have missed 4 of their last 8. And that could hurt. 2.5 to go. Phillips working on Hughes. Step back jumper. It is a 3. Thought he might have had his foot on the line. It's called a 3. And it's a 6-point lead. Chandler inside. Got to float it in. Tipped it up. And David Lee with a good second effort.
Nice tip drill that time. Will 2 times and Lee with the finish.
4-point game. Phillips guarded by Hughes. Chandler's going to match up with Anthony. And Harrington's whistled on the switch there.
The 3 balls devastating the Knicks. The Knicks live by the 3. They're dying by it right now. Phillips and Smith painting them from downtown. Now Phillips will go to the line where he has astounded us tonight by missing 3 free throws.
And another one.
Oh, 91%. He used to be a 91% shooter.
You get a funny feeling when stuff like that happens. I mean, he's almost automatic.
Yep. Previously, Harrington made 1, missed 1. Just a big shot.
1 of 2. Harrington 7 of 10 from the line. Phillips has 28 points. That's a season high for him. Under 2 minutes to go. Knicks need a good possession. Work to Harrington, who turns and fires. Oh, he drained it. No questions asked. Harrington has all the confidence in the world. He's got 36. 2-point ball game. Phillips steps behind the 3-point line again. This time he doesn't get it. Duhan has it. And it's a 2-point game with 1.5 minutes to go.
Give it to Al. Give it to Al. That's it. Let him go to work.
Harrington and Lee, a little 2-man game. You're going to fire another 3. That one's way short. And it's loose.
An adrenaline shot by Al. But you can't blame him. He had it going, so nice try. Now you're on the D. You know what you got to do. You got to deny Melo.
And Anthony and Chandler get tangled up, and Chandler fouls him.
Melo huffing and puffing now as he goes to the line. He's winded. He's played most of the game. 45 minutes Anthony has played. 106 remaining as the chant of MVP starts cascading down again on Melo.
49 is his career high. And now Anthony has 47 following the game. Stay tuned. Interviews with Mike D'Antoni and the players, highlights and analysis. We'll take you around the NBA. Al Trotwick back in our New York studios. Kelly Tripucka, Ford Knicks postgame playing here on MSG. Tina Savasio in the Knick locker room, and 2 free throws by Anthony. Mike D'Antoni needs a full timeout. 1:06 left. And Denver leads by 4. We'll be back. Friday night Knicks. Spectacular tonight. New York plays here. Welcome back to the Pepsi Center. The final 1:06. Nuggets leading by 4. The Klondike upcoming schedule. Orlando's in on Sunday. Their only visit to the Garden. Phoenix on Tuesday, and then off to Orlando Wednesday night. So they'll play the Magic twice in the course of 4 days. Chase Knicks game night begins 1/2 hour prior to game time.
That schedule embellishes why this game is so crucial to the Knicks. They need this one. Got the Suns, the highest scoring team in the league, and the Magic, one of the elite teams.
Knicks in the 4th quarter, 10 of 19 have not turned the ball over. 4-point game. In it left, Duhan's going to fire. In and out. Tipped by Lee. Nene got the rebound. And now they definitely need a stop. Phillips guarded by Hughes. Off the switch, Phillips right to the bucket, runs over Harrington, and they call a block.
Now the pressure's on Phillips. Very mediocre from the line tonight is Phillips. So he might not be that comfortable. I don't know if Al was moving. They say he was, as Phillips will shoot two.
Now, he leaned a little to his left. That's probably what the officials saw. And Phillips on the line. And this time he doesn't miss. 9 of 13 on the night.
Pressure's on.
Knicks in the second half, Clyde, they've been hurt by their free throw shooting, 11 of 17. And Denver now on the game, 24 of 30, make it 25 of 31.
See, when you got your Melo's a good free throw shooter, and Phillips, so down the stretch it's hard to foul them.
The Nuggets with 41.7 left, almost exclusively going on riding Phillips and Anthony's coattails.
Yeah, they did that the first half. They were their top guns. And in the third quarter, when the Knicks closed the gap, because Anthony went cold, Phillips was on the bench. So now look for the Knicks to go to Harrington, but try to get to the basket. The best thing they can do now is try to get a quick foul to stop the clock, and they can take points off the board.
Yeah, and stop the clock, exactly.
Previously, Duhan tried a three-pointer to no avail. Before that, Harrington forced up a three-pointer. So they need their composure right now to, like I say, the best thing would be to try to get inside to get an easy hoop or to draw the foul.
Another example tonight of learning how to win, making winning plays late. Phillips has been able to do it. The Knicks are looking for an answer to it right now as they get the ball into Harrington. Cuts inside on Nene, gets bumped, and he drops it in. Harrington with a great shot in traffic.
Spinning and winning was Al. Watch this. Nene is going to foul him, but didn't lock him up. And the continuation right there with the spin. And the Knicks can get a little closer with this one, folks.
And Harrington got the roll. So 38 for Al Harrington. 39 make it. 35 seconds left. Three-point game. Here's Phillips, guarded closely by Hughes, blows by Hughes, reverses it up and in. Mr. Big Shot lands one there.
Driving adroitly along the baseline was Phillips, but still a very difficult reverse shot off the glass he made. But the Knicks defense, you got to keep guys away from that baseline, force them into the interior. See, there's the spin, the baseline. But watch the very difficult shot as he swoops and hoops it in.
Now, as a defender there, you knew he was going to use that rim to protect. You almost have to anticipate that.
Right, Lee was too late, though, coming to help out.
5-point ball game with 26.8 left.
But that's the problem when you're one-on-one like that. You can't allow them to break you down. You got to keep them on the perimeter. See if the Nuggets will show more folly by fouling the Knicks, sending them to the line.
So Chandler will inbound. Anthony pressures him.
Whatever the Knicks do, it has to be quick.
Lee has it. Deals it to Chandler. Hughes, corner Duhan, back to Hughes. Chandler way over Anthony. He knocks it down. It's a three ball from Chandler. 2-point game. And a timeout called by J.R. Smith.
Looked like no one wanted the shot. Like they were passing it around like a hot potato.
Well, he was under duress, too, Chandler, that time.
Watch this. They passed up a couple of easy ones right there. And now Will compelled to put it up. They were harassing him, but to no avail.
Chandler with a huge three, and this game still hangs in the balance, 125-123.
If they win this one, no one will sleep going back to New York. If they lose it, like no one is going to sleep going back.
So either way,
we're
not getting any Z's tonight.
It's going to be excruciating to lose this one after this effort.
No timeouts remaining. Denver has one. No fouls to give.
And the last defensive sequence we saw, folks, right now, every man has to carry his own weight. You can't allow anyone to penetrate around you as Phillips did on the previous possession.
And they've got options. Obviously, Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, and J.R. Smith has made some big shots here in the second half as the Knicks coaching staff is making all kinds of...
Well, they're going to have to foul, Mike. They don't have much choice here. Do they foul right away or go for the steal and foul?
They want to foul before anybody gets a shot off, though. Here we go. Chandler is screened, and now Chandler fouls Anthony with 16.7 left.
And Anthony, a career game, and I thought it would take 50 for him to propel his team to the victory. So he has 48, 13 of 14 from the line. Crowd on their feet chanting MVP to Melo.
And now he's 1 point away from 50. He's 1 point away from a new career high.
He looks cool and calm, but I know that heart is percolating right now.
14 of 15 at the line, and he's got 50. So he joins LeBron and Wade with 50 against the Knicks. There's Duhan, and Smith almost took it away. It's a 4-point game, so they got to get something quick here. And then foul again. Get it to Harrington. Now Anderson tried to foul him. Stutter step move inside, and Al lays it in. 2-point game, 6.4 left. Get it to Smith, and Duhan fouls him with 4.4 left.
I don't know about Smith, though. He hasn't been to the line this evening. He has 20 points. Make that 16, folks, but no free throw attempts for JR.
He's another one of those Nuggets, though, Clyde, well over 80% from the line. They've got a good free throw shooting team at 80%. Smith at 88%. He's only had 17 free throws all year.
Oh! He needs the next one. The pressure's on now. If you make that first one, it's easy to make the second one. Now he's under duress.
No timeouts remaining, so you're Smith. You're going to make this, right? You're not going to miss this.
Yeah, he's going to make it because they can luck in a shot from half court, and you lose.
Robinson's in the ball game.
Nick's
Smith
got a
second.
box out.
Has that. So here we go. 4.4 left. Knicks try to get it in. They do get it to Robinson. Quickly to the front court. Fires. Hughes going to try to get off, and he's hacked by Billups at the buzzer.
And they say no
Is he
foul.
going up for a shot? That's the question.
They say no foul on the play.
Wait a minute. Hughes was going up, and Mike D'Antoni is over there to argue that point. It looked as if Hughes was on the way up to get a three-point shot off.
And he was behind the arc.
The Nuggets are headed for the dressing room.
Well, we might have to, they got to take a look at that for sure.
Let's take a look. If he had possession, they're going to look this over.
Watch his feet.
He just gets behind the line, and Billups reached in. It's tough to see from here. Let's see from this angle. Billups reaches in, fouls intentionally.
No, he wasn't shooting, Mike. If he does anything, they'll give him 2 shots. He wasn't behind the arc.
Thank you very much. So, play stands is called.
They're going to talk it over, and they're going to say that he was not in the shooting motion and that he was stepping out of bounds. What a tough loss for the Knicks. Boy, oh boy. 128-125.
Yeah, that's a devastating one there, man. Tremendous effort in vain, in pain for the Knicks as they lose them all on this road trip.
Let's take a look at the numbers behind tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Oppenheimer Funds. Carmelo Anthony with 50, Al Harrington with 41. What an explosion, a career high for Anthony. Second time Al Harrington scored 40 off the bench. 4 3-pointers. Anthony with the key free throws late. Nice player of the game spotlight brought to you by Oppenheimer Funds. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. So Denver makes it 17 in a row at home. 2 away from their franchise record. A disappointing end for New York.